Hey guys, it's Matt at Mixcoach here. We're here today to talk about iZotope Alloy 2. Just an incredible plugin. It covers so many bases. Let's just dig right in. It's a channel strip that consists of an equalizer, a transient designer, harmonic exciter, multiple dynamic signal chains, a De-Esser, and a limiter. And one of the coolest features about it is you can turn on and off each module so you can save processing power, but also if you click graph here you can organize the chain any way you want, including putting the dynamics in parallel if you want. It's a very cool feature, but you can move the signal chain around any way you want to. There's a zero latency mode. If you're having latency issues or you need to drop your latency down. And then right here is your gain controls, and you actually have control over each module. If you just want to turn the gain down in this module, you just turn that on right there. Solo and bypass in every mode. Another really cool thing about this whole entire channel strip is I'll go ahead and just play a little bit of, we're going to start with the drums and what we have here on the drums. But I'm going to take you through and show you all the different visual graphs for everything, from the spectrum analyzers to like the gain reduction analyzers, and just really cool stuff. And as I play it, I'll flip through it and point it out. See right there, you can see the waveform actually changing. There's the frequency response, but I'm going to adjust this attack and watch where it'll show you where it's actually adjusting the attack, and you can see where it's pulling down the sustain. Really cool. The harmonic exciter also has a graph as well, and it actually emulates the harmonic distortion of tape too, and then there's like a warm and retro setting, and you have this XY pad that allows you to go through and kind of blend however you want it to your taste. Then you control the drive. You have a parallel mix here, and you can also mess with stereo width. And another really cool thing about this is you can go here into multiband and break it all down, solo each band, and then move your crossover filters and dial in exactly what you want, and you can go right to it. And so you just want to use it as an aural exciter. You know, just find that area in the top end you want, dial in the sound you want, the amount you want, blend it in. Man, just the possibilities are endless. And for the dynamics, this is really great too. Watch this. As you can see, it's showing you when it goes into gain reduction and how it comes out, so you can really dial in your attack and releases. Just incredibly helpful. Again, here's a spectrum analyzer, and then you can dial in a sidechain filter, and you can actually look at your frequencies response and work around it. Awesome stuff. And right here you can just slow the input or the side chain and listen to what you're actually adjusting. There's different compressor modes here. You have peak and RMS circuit level detection there, and there's a digital and vintage mode, and how the compressor reacts with, as you see here, it says, you know, with a nonlinear release, and this one is more linear. I prefer the vintage sound with the soft knee on most stuff. It just has the most pleasing effect to my ear. That will vary from, you know, person to person, but another cool feature here is you can actually zoom in and out on your compression curve if you need to, you know, fine tune it and tweak it a little bit even more. Really handy. And you also have a parallel mix blend right here on each dynamic module. Just, man, the possibilities are endless with this plugin. It also features a De-Esser with a multiband mode, or you can just go broadband, and you can just solo here and just dial in what area you want to de-ess on a vocal, or maybe some cymbals. Lots of handy stuff there. Again, you get frequency response, and then right here, whenever you're playing it, it'll do the same thing. It'll show you how it's reacting to the attack and release and how much gain reduction it's actually doing. And again, it's pretty much the same thing here, except in a limiter mode. You get all the same amazing graphical details here. And another really handy thing is this phase rotate that allows you to rotate in degrees rather than just flip it 180 out of, just flip the polarity 180 degrees the opposite way. Really cool. And I mean, this is a really awesome plugin, especially for the price, $150. Just the quality of the sound, the amount of stuff you get with it, all of the graphical displays that let you really see what you're doing, and it's really good for learning, dialing your attack and releases and learning just exactly how they react to compression. And you can actually see, well, okay, a little bit longer of attack time, how much of the actual transient you're keeping. And you can, like on vocals, you can see if it's the compressor's releasing before the next word. It helps you really fine tweak and tune and learn good starting points to go to for attack and releases. So beyond it's just invaluable use within itself, it's a good educational tool. Let's just take a listen to what we did with on the drums. I put it down here on the last signal chain so I could bypass all of them without all this other stuff in the way. But let's just take a listen to the drums here. You can see it really tightened and cleaned it up, and if we had time and went through everything on it, I really didn't tweak much. It was just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some compression, a little bit of EQ, some handy use of the transient designer, maybe a little bit of the harmonic exciter here and there. Nothing really over the top. I mean, this thing just dials in great sound. It's really nice. Let's bring the band in with that. Again, same thing on all the band stuff. It was just little tweaks here and there. Let's see, like on the piano, I got a really good use out of. Also, another thing to mention is on these filters, you have a lot of different choices. If you go through and look, resonant shelves, with the Pultec kind of curves, where you get that nice slope dip or a peak dip, if that's what you're looking for. And a bunch of different filter types for the low and high pass filter. Just a lot of really good stuff to go through and check out of how they model different EQ curves. But something I did on this one was use the exciter in the multiband mode, and I went up top and I wanted to get more of the sympathetic resonance that you're getting, a lot of those even harmonics from the melody of the song. I wanted them to open up a little bit more. And this really did the trick without having to really mangle it up with EQ. You you see, it didn't take much, and just just tweak with it, dial with it a little bit, and man, I mean, you can just dial in stuff real quick. Just awesome sounds. I think I did the same thing on the organ, using that exciter up in the top end again. We'll take a listen to that real quick. And it really helped both those cut through the mix up top, because this is a pretty busy mix. Let's see. Like for this banjo too, I ended up using the transient designer very creatively, because with everything going on, banjo's already kind of thin, but if it's not really getting hammered, and this really wasn't getting hammered hard, so we used the transient designer, and I used it to pull the attack up, and it made it just poke through just enough. Listen to it in the mix. I'm going down to the river, my Lord. I'm gonna be buried alive. I wanna show my heavenly Father the man I used to be has finally died. Just helps it poke out just enough, and you know it's there. It's not overtaking the mix, and you're not mangling it up with a bunch of compression. It sounds natural. I can't say enough about it. Let's see, what do we do on the lead vocal here? Again, most of this was just dialing in a little bit of EQ, and because I mean, there's tons of EQs and dynamic processors out there, but not all of them sound great. All these sound great. So, I mean, having the added benefit of having de-essers and harmonic exciters and transient designers, if you need them, it's just a bonus. I mean, it's worth the $150 just to have all the different EQ curves and the different dynamic modules that it comes with. They're just fantastic. I can't say enough about them. So if you haven't tried them, I highly suggest you go out and try them. And I mean, just like all the iZotope stuff, man, all their stuff's just fantastic, and you can't beat their prices on anything. So go check it out if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next time.